Hi guys, I'm trying out a new way to make our videos, so let's see if it will work. So we have this information about lesson 13, and the first thing that we're starting out with is two data sets, A and B, and we also have two different scenarios. So we have a high school musical that we're trying to figure out if this is the information for the people who went to the high school musical or if this one is. And then we also have a soccer team practice. So we'll go ahead and color that blue. And we're really just trying to match which one is which. So the information that we're given is that the mean age for the people who are attending, so the average age of each of these events is both 38.5. So I'm going to color that red or something close to red. And a 38.5 is just about here. Okay, and that's the same for both of them. Okay, and so since they have the same mean, what we're really looking at is the MAD, like what is the average distance from each of these points. So like from this point to the mean and from something closer to the mean. What's the average distance? And we're looking at noticing, so here's another one that we can kind of pull. We could really draw lines from each of these points to the mean. And what we're looking for is the average of 16 and a half years, so distance being 16 and a half, or distance being 12 and 7/10. So since this one's higher, you would expect the points to be further away from the mean. So let's look at that. This one we have from 16 to 38.5, and this one from 56 to 38.5. But then down here we have just the same where it's from 16 to 38.5, but it's a little bit further over here from this one to the mean. So since there's more distance in this data set, I'm going to say that that one has to do with the High School Musical. And that makes sense because if you're going to a musical, you might have like people that you're friends with, then you might have your parents, and then you might even have your grandparents because it's kind of a big deal. You've been practicing for it for a long time. Whereas the soccer team practice, soccer is important, but maybe your grandparents don't go to every practice. So maybe just your parents go, or maybe one grandparent that takes their grandchild to soccer practice would be it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This one would be soccer, and this one would be the High School Musical. And I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to have you go on to the next part of the lesson, which is 13.2. We're going to skip this one. We're going to skip that.